Welcome back. Imagine doing something and a few moments later forgetting all of it. As scary as it sounds, it's happening to too many of our elders. 5.4 million people have Alzheimer's disease right here in the United States, and without a cure, that number could triple by 2050. In our first report in a series of special reports, we expose the heartbreak and the love that comes with the disease. Ethel Edwards laughs all day long, every day, surrounded by the people who love her most.
I've stayed out here so many years.
She loves her home in Jefferson Township, her husband and daughter caring for her.
She loves to laugh. She likes taking walks. She likes sitting out here because she's a country girl.
I've been a nurse for so many years. Now. And now I ain't gonna be no nurse no more.
Ethel has old memories, but new ones that happened just moments before, are lost.
Yeah. Is that her husband?
No, honey, that's a friend.
That's a friend?
Yeah, it's a friend.
Not even a minute later.
No, honey, that's not her husband, that's a friend. That's a friend. Yeah.
That's Alzheimer's disease, a disease that affects 1 in 8 older Americans, 5.4 million people. Without a cure, that number will triple by 2050. Ethel's daughter, Charlene Chathams-Wingard, helps care for her mom and volunteers at the Alzheimer's Association. They advocate for people like Ethel, hoping to find a cure.
This is a horrible disease because she was an RN. Yeah. So to go having all that knowledge to where she is.
But Ethel's family is grateful she's home, surrounded with love. And of course, laughter. Welcome back. Some have no recollection of what happened just moments ago. Others are just beginning to forget familiar tasks such as tying a shoe. It's Alzheimer's disease and it affects 1 in 8 older Americans. There are resources, though, to help you and your loved ones cope.
I say, do you know why I hold her hand? And they say, why? I said, if I let go, she shops.
It's laughter and love that's always seen Susan and Robert Shearer through life.
It's a deep love, and you care about each other.
It's love that helps them cope with Alzheimer's disease.
It's forgetting, not remembering things that you want to do or need to do.
Susan is in the early stages.
We can't do this ourselves. It just is too much of a challenge.
They cope with it through support groups at the Alzheimer's Association.
We live day to day and we look after each other and try and help each other out as much as possible. It's got to be like a team effort, just like it's a team effort here in our support groups.
Sean Kingdom and his wife Karen have been coming to support groups since he was diagnosed with early onset dementia in 2010.
It helps tremendously because if I have a problem or something from day to day, sometimes more than likely the other person's experienced it also.
Karen says the worst thing you can do is hide from it.
There's no shame in it. I mean, it's just like diabetes or heart disease or anything else. It's important that people know, because then they'll understand, say he gets confused or gets lost or something.
For these couples, it's reaching out to one another that helps them cope.
I'm not alone, and being alone is not easy.
And knowing there's more awareness, they have hope.
If we can find a cure in my lifetime, that would be fantastic.
Welcome back. Millions of Americans and their families are faced with the daily and often heartbreaking challenges of Alzheimer's disease. People forgetting simple tasks, even forgetting who loves them most. In part 3 in a series of special reports on the disease, we talk about ways you can help to find a cure.
She was a really good mother. She's beautiful.
It's these pictures, memories of wonderful moments where Christina King finds comfort.
Alzheimer's robs you of your memories, so a lot of this is all that I have, of her. So looking at these, and I do look at them a lot.
Her mother Janet was diagnosed with Alzheimer's disease at 59 years old. She died last fall at just 68.
My dad really loved my mom, and I felt like after he passed, this is what he would want us to do, is to take care of her and do things for her. So that's what drives me.
Christina volunteers for the Alzheimer's Association. Her walk team, called the Purple Brains, has raised thousands of dollars over the years to help find a cure. They'll be walking to end Alzheimer's again this year, more than a dozen of them.
That's kind of, sad at this point to realize there's no preventative for it. There's certainly things that are being looked into. So as far as fundraising and things, it gives me the drive because we have to keep moving forward to get to those places to fund that research, and also to help the families who are taking care of their loved ones because it's very stressful.
Christina wants to encourage people to reach out to the Miami Valley chapter of the Alzheimer's Association, which helps those suffering from it and their families cope. She says she'll continue helping in any way she can while holding tight to the memories of her mom.
This is what I'm fighting for. But yeah, I love looking at pictures. So that does give me some comfort.
Welcome back. Millions of Americans are consumed by a disease without a cure. It's Alzheimer's disease. Simple tasks are slowly forgotten, then it's names and familiar places. Tonight, part 4 in a series of special reports, we profile the people who care for those with the disease. And I can assure you, it takes a very special person.
I feel like this is probably what I was cut out to do.
For 15 years, Nurse Ruth Burns has worked in memory care. She wouldn't want it any other way.
You know that they're scared, everything is so unfamiliar, and if you can bring them some peace and calm them down, it just, you're helping them.
The people she cares for are in all different stages of Alzheimer's disease. They enjoy life here at Brookhaven Retirement Community in Brookville.
They definitely become family. You get very attached to them and also attached to their families, because they visit often.
Fellow nurse Brandy Suter has worked here her whole career.
You wouldn't believe the stuff. They like to dance, and we have dance-offs, and they love to cook, and stories. Oh, the stories you hear. All kinds of good stories.
You can go home and tell everybody you have 300 plus grandparents that you take care of and want to love and hug.
Mike McInnes runs Brookhaven. They've raised more than $10,000 each year for the Alzheimer's Association in hopes that money will help find a cure.
Raise as much money as you can and find that cure so we can save the rest of the people that are coming down with that disease.
People Brandy and Ruth would be happy to care for, but hope they'll never have to.
Even though their life is altered, they're still the same people that you loved all those years.
Welcome back. It was a perfect morning to get outside and take a stroll. And nearly 2,000 people did that at Dayton's Carillon Park in purple. It was a 3-mile journey filled with hope, some tears, and a mission to end Alzheimer's disease.
I want you to look around and see the promised garden that together we have made here in the Miami Valley as a part of a national movement to end Alzheimer's.
Each flower has a personal story, some of loss, some of support, of caring, but they are all stories of hope.
Things couldn't be, they could be better, but I don't know how.
It's Bruce Geiger's amazing attitude that helps him cope with Alzheimer's disease. His family joined nearly 2,000 people walking to end it.
It's not really a death sentence, and that there is life beyond the devastation when you first find out, and that with love and support from family and community, it makes all the difference in the world.
The money raised goes towards research to find a cure.
Everybody's hopeful, yeah, everybody's hopeful. So we just have to stay on it. We have to be steadfast about it.
The money also goes towards support services to help families. Eric Van Vlyman leads the Miami Valley chapter of the Alzheimer's Association.
We believe with the right amount of education, information, and support, we can help them live the best life possible.
The amount of people walking doubled last year's turnout. That's more people who want to take that step to find a cure so we can all live in a world without Alzheimer's.
Every day is a gift, but every day is a gift for you too. We are all blessed.
And today's walk brought in more than $200,000 in the community. Our station had a team. My coworker Christina walked for her grandfather Gene, and I walked for my grandmother Joanne, who just passed away in August. We'll be walking until there's a cure, and you can join in next year too.